If you look at the investment fraternity, then it is always seen that the investors are ready to give a premium to the companies who are performing consistently and have shown growth. At the same time, they continue to ignore the laggards. Now, similar seems to be story for a script called as Shiva Texyan, a textile player who has been ignored by the investor fraternity. And the reason is quite simple. The company hasn't performed up to its mark over the last few years despite having the potential, and hence been ignored by the investor fraternity. However, the things are changing for this company, and the management has taken initiatives over the last 2 years, and the financial performance has also improved over the last 1.5 years. That makes us look at the script from a long-term basis. Now, when we look at Shiva Texyan, what is this business all about? And not many might be knowing about this company, which is based out of Coimbatore. So, the company business is basically divided into two parts. The first part is basically the textile division, and the second part is the windmill division. Now, textile derives or generates major portion of the revenues for the company and contributes almost 95% to its total sales, while the 5% balance revenues come from the windmill division. Now, if you look at the textile segment as a whole, it is divided into three parts. The first part is basically the spinning division, or the spinning yarn division, which generates 92% of the segment sales. Then 6% of the segment sales come from the knitting fabrics, and the balance come from the garment division. Now, if you look at this textile division as a whole, the spinning division is basically the major segment for the company, and it is the one segment that is driving the growth for the company. The knitting division and the garment division are fairly new divisions, started over the last 2 years, and now they will start contributing to this growth story of Shiva Texyan. Now, there are several reasons why we believe that this company should do well. And first and foremost reason for the same is basically the fact that the company has undergone an expansion over the last 2 years, and this expansion actually has got commissioned on the first quarter of this fiscal. So, and the entire expansion of this company, a company has already been commissioned, and it is now starting to generate revenues for the company. So this this makes this company right at the point of inflection, where we would now see the growth being moving to a different trajectory altogether. Now, if you look at the capex that the company had undertaken over the last 2 years, then it should be seen that the company had spent over almost 214 crores over the expansion right in the spinning division, in the knitting fabrics, and the garment division. Now, as far as the spinning division is concerned, the company spent 190 crores in expanding the capacity. Now, the company's spinning division had a capacity of almost 39,000 spindles. Now, this was expanded by another 50,000 spindles, and this capacity came on stream in the first quarter of this fiscal. Now, considering that this capacity is now on stream and started generating revenues, this will push the revenues of the company to another level altogether. Now, as far as the other divisions are concerned, what is good to see here basically is the fact that the company is not staying only in the spinning division or the spinning part of the textile value chain, but it is now going for forward integration and now going to knitting fabrics and also into garment division. Now, these two segments are at a very nascent stage at this point of time and are not contributing much to the total revenues. However, having said that, now this the capacities in this segments already been commissioned. This will now start generating that kind of revenues, and it will also push the overall growth forward. The next part, what one should also note is, as far as the wind power division is concerned, the story of Shiva Texyan is such that they have 28 megawatt of windmill power capacity with them. Now, the company management says that almost 75 to 80% of this capacity will be used for the captive purposes. Now, this being said, this has basically two benefits. One is that using this maximum power capacity for captive purposes will actually smoothen out the power crunch that the company was facing in the prior years, and now it will see that they can have a consistent power supply, thereby increasing their utilizations and production capacity not remaining idle anymore. The second part is that using captive power, this will also bring down the overall cost or the power cost for the company, and it will help in expanding the margins for this company. Now, this dual benefit will also not only add to the overall revenues, but it will also add to the margin front. Now, that being said, One also has to see the financial performance of this company. In the first half itself, if you look at the financial performance, then it would be seen that the revenues of Shiva Texyarn actually have shot up by a massive 126% to 172 crores, while the profits have gone up by 190% to 18 crores. Now we spoke to the management as far as the estimates are concerned, and the management is quite confident that this company will post anywhere around 350 crores of revenue for the full year, and the profits could be anywhere between 27 to 30 crores. Now if we look at this estimates basically, then Shiva Texyarn is available at a PE of almost 4 times, and in EV to EBITDA of around 4 times. But the best part of this fact here is that if you look at the enterprise value of this company, then it comes to around 375 crores. But out of the 375 crores, the valuation of the power division itself comes to 185 crores. Now adjusting for this 185 crores, the EV to EBITDA level falls further, and the company is now available at EV to EBITDA of only 2 times. Hence, this makes this scrip much more attractive from an investment perspective, and hence we put a buy on this company with a 1-year target of 70 crores. Thank you.